Have you ever pondered the power of our sun and wondered just how much it impacts our daily lives? Let's talk about solar storms, also known as geomagnetic storms. These fascinating phenomena are a result of the complex interaction between the sun and Earth's magnetic field. You see, our sun is not just a static ball of fire, it's a dynamic, ever-changing entity that goes through an 11-year cycle of varying activity levels. During periods of high activity, the sun's surface is decorated with more sunspots. These are cooler, darker areas that are teeming with magnetic activity. These sunspots are not just surface blemishes, they are the birthplace of solar storms. The heightened solar activity in these regions triggers the release of increased energy and charged particles into space, setting the stage for a potential solar storm. But the story of solar storms doesn't stop with sunspots. Solar flares play a crucial role too. Now imagine a sudden flash of brightness on the sun's surface. That's a solar flare. These flares are essentially intense bursts of energy that occur in active regions on the sun's surface. They're like the sun having a sudden extreme outburst of energy, releasing a surge of X-rays and ultraviolet radiation. But solar flares don't usually travel alone. They often bring along some company in the form of coronal mass ejections, or CMEs for short. CMEs are like the sun's way of throwing a tantrum, hurling massive amounts of solar material including charged particles, plasma and magnetic fields, into space. These CMEs are no small events. Imagine the sun, a body over 1 million times the size of Earth, spewing out a colossal blast of energy and matter. It's a spectacle of nature that's as fascinating as it is powerful. This ejected material doesn't just stay put, it travels through the solar system at high speeds like a cosmic storm blazing a trail through the vast emptiness of space. These charged particles and magnetic fields journey through the solar system, carried by the solar wind, a stream of charged particles released from the sun's atmosphere. And when these coronal mass ejections are earthbound, the real action begins. The interaction between these solar materials and Earth's magnetic field can cause fascinating, beautiful, and at times, disruptive phenomena, which we'll explore further in the next scene. Imagine a massive wave of solar material heading straight for our planet. Sounds scary, right? Well, that's precisely what happens during a solar storm. A coronal mass ejection, or CME, is a gigantic explosion of solar material that can take several days to reach Earth. But when it does, the cosmic dance between this solar material and Earth's magnetic field begins. Our planet's magnetic field, the guardian shield that usually protects us from the sun's harmful radiation, gets a real workout during a solar storm. The incoming CME compresses and distorts this protective field, creating a disturbance we call a geomagnetic storm. This isn't some cosmic fender bender though, it's a powerful, swirling tempest of magnetic activity that can have significant effects. One of the most stunning effects is the creation of auroras. You might know them as the northern or southern lights. These natural light displays happen when the charged particles from the CME collide with gas molecules in Earth's atmosphere. The result is a breathtaking ballet of light that dances across the night sky, a beautiful reminder of our tangible connection to the cosmos. But not all effects of a solar storm are as enchanting. Our modern, technology-dependent world can be significantly impacted by these geomagnetic storms. Satellite communication, GPS systems, even power grids, they're all susceptible to disruption. Imagine, if you will, the chaos that would ensue if our GPS systems went down, or if there were widespread power outages. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? That's why scientists and space agencies keep a vigilant eye on the sun's activity and the trajectory of these coronal mass ejections. By predicting and preparing for potential impacts, we can mitigate the effects of solar storms on our technology and infrastructure. So, while solar storms bring natural beauty in the form of auroras, they can also pose a threat to our technology-dependent world. Solar storms, a dance of energy and particles, are truly a marvel to behold. These captivating events, born from heightened solar activity and massive outbursts called solar flares and coronal mass ejections, interact with Earth's magnetic field, causing everything from beautiful auroras to potential technological disruptions. Fear not, for scientists and space agencies vigilantly monitor the sun's activity, predicting and preparing for these cosmic performances. So next time you gaze up at the sun, remember the unseen power it holds and the cosmic ballet it performs that can lead to solar storms.